Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another video on the HEC Paris series. So a lot of you have wondered the same thing. A lot of you asked me the same question, and that is, what does it take to get into a top school like HEC Paris? What kind of profiles are they looking for? What can make your application stand out? And what can give you an edge over others? Also, what are some deal breakers and some deal makers in the application process? Stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to answer all of these questions as a current HEC Paris student who's been through this entire application process before. A lot of this advice will also apply to other top French or European business schools. Before I get into this, I want to make one thing really clear. I'm not affiliated with HEC Paris, I don't have any relationship with the admissions department, and none of the advice that I'm about to give you is official advice directly from the source. And no one, not even educational consultants, can tell you anything from the inside. Everything is based on my own personal experiences and those of my friends and nothing else. However, I do want to add that I did my entire application process myself. I wrote my essays myself and I didn't use any educational consultant's help. I personally believe that everyone can and should do their entire application and their essays themselves. And that's why I'm also making these videos, so that you can learn what you need to know to do them yourselves as well. Oh, and also super quickly, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be uploading more videos just like this on HEC Paris, on studying in France, and you don't want to miss out on any of this content. Alright, so let's just jump straight right into it. The first thing that can make your application stand out is a great GMAT score. I think your GMAT score has the highest potential to make your application stand out, and it can even make up for some of the other things that you might be lacking. If you ask me, I think you should aim for at least a 710 or a 720 to make your application competitive. If you took the GMAT and scored below 720, I would highly consider taking the test again. If you really want to solidify your chances of getting in, I would aim for a 740 plus, or even better, a 760 plus. Not having such a high score is not a deal breaker, but having such a high score can certainly be a deal maker. I personally got a 760 in my GMAT, and I think it contributed in a great way to my application. And yeah, don't worry, I'm going to be making another video on this, how I studied to get a 760 in my GMAT. The second thing you need for a competitive application to HEC Paris is a cohesive and convincing story. Here's a couple of questions to sit down and think about when you're writing your essays. What are your early career goals? Why do you have these goals in mind? Why do you want to join marketing, finance, consulting, or media, or whatever else you want to get into? Anyone can say, yeah, I want to get into marketing and I want to work in luxury companies, but what can you do to prove your intent? What have you already done to achieve these goals or put yourself in the direction of achieving these goals? And most importantly, how does HEC Paris and how does the Grande École or the MIM fit into your story of achieving these goals? How will HEC and how will the MIM take you in the direction that you want to go towards? Another question that I was asked in my interview was, why France? Why France in particular? What makes you want to come to Europe of all places? Having a very solid, convincing story is very important. And this goes beyond just stating what your goals are. You need to prove that you're serious about these goals already. And you need to show that you're already taking steps to achieve them, and HEC is just a stepping stone in that path. A lot of the questions I get asked are somewhat like this. If I do this or that certificate, or if I do this or that course on Coursera or Udemy, will it make my application stronger? And to those questions, I want to say, no one course or no one certificate can make or break your application. What really matters is why you did that course or certificate. How does it tie into what you want to achieve? And what did you gain from it? What about that course or certificate changed you? And in what ways? What did you learn from it that's going to help you in the future? These are the things that you're going to want to write in your essays. Nobody is going to look at the certificates themselves. What they are going to look at is how those certificates and how those experiences changed you as a person. On the exact same note, no one really cares what club positions you held in college. What really matters is why you held those positions and how did those positions impact you? How did they change your way of thinking and how did they make you grow? Fun fact, I was never part of any clubs in college after the first year. I spent all of my time working as a freelance content creator for an ad agency nearby. And I also participated in the college fest in the social media team. Otherwise, I made YouTube videos just like this one, and I did photography. And these are the things that I wrote about in my essays. I also want to say that admissions departments can really clearly make out when you're doing something just to beef up your resume. If you're in college right now, I would recommend that you do what truly interests you and give it your all rather than focusing on quantity of things that you're doing. Quality, dedication, and cohesiveness, how do those things add to your story? These matter a lot more than quantity. In essence, admissions departments are looking for people who know what they want, who know how to get to what they want and for whom HEC is a way for them to get there. The third thing that they're looking for is a convincing academic background. Of course, having solid previous academic records is going to help a lot. A high GPA and a degree from a top college for your bachelor's is never going to hurt your application. However, I do want to add that having a low GPA or not having been to a top college is not a deal breaker as long as you check the other two boxes in the list. An amazing GMAT score and a solid convincing story. Both of which you can achieve even with less than ideal past performance. So if you made mistakes in the past, it's not that big of a deal. There are plenty of things that you can do in the present right now to beef up your application. So yeah, your past mistakes may not really hold you back when you're applying to HEC. There's plenty of things that you can do to make up for them. Just to give you some context, I did my bachelor's from Manipal Institute of Technology in India, and I did a degree in computer science. And yeah, my GPA was somewhere around 8.5. So basically, in a nutshell, the three things that they're looking for is 1, a great GMAT score, 2, a cohesive and convincing story, and 3, a convincing academic background. There you go guys, I hope this video gave you the answers you were looking for and the inspiration that you need to really supercharge your application to HEC Paris. Even if you're not considering applying to HEC Paris, I hope this video gave you valuable insights that you can use even for other applications. Oh yeah, I want to remind you again, hit the like button if you liked this video and thought it was useful. Write down in the comments below what other things you think HEC is looking for, or if you have any other questions, and subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be uploading more videos just like this. You can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram account is Mayank Sehgal. Alright, see you guys in the next one.